This is a 7 to 10 minute exercise routine that I do religiously because it looks after my Achilles, a sore spot for runners. You just don't want problems around that area. Achilles injuries are brutal. They'll stop you running and they take forever to heal. And it's not a straightforward job to get it fixed. And I know this firsthand because I ruptured both Achilles at the same time. And after a lot of back and forth with different physios and physical therapists, a lot of intrusive therapy, it was this simple routine. I still do them continuously to this day because not only do you want to stop the injury, and you cannot stop it one time and then it's forever forgotten, I don't want to be in a place where I'm not doing a certain workout, I'm not doing a certain fast session or a hill session because that's the session that got me hurt that once upon a time 9-10 years ago. You don't want to be in that place. And maybe you've got something similar. If you fix that aspect of your game and turn it into a strength rather than a weakness, then it's going to help you push where it really counts. And often that will mean working and developing your weaknesses, which can take you to that next level. And that's exactly what it did for me. So all we want to do is just make sure the ankle joint is nice and loose, rotating that so that we can put some force through it when we're going to add the weight in a second, and so that we can load the soleus, the gastroc. And the sole purpose of this exercise is to strengthen those muscles, soleus and gastroc muscle, so we can take stress away from the Achilles. Once we've done that for a couple of minutes and you kind of ironed out any creases in exactly the same as a warm-up, then we're good to go. I will use a 20 kg dumbbell. All you're gonna do is make sure that that angle is 90 degrees. That's all we're trying to do. So we sat comfortably, the toe, ankle, knee, hip is all aligned. That's nicely weighted. And if we bring the toe off the ground there, so you can see that, then it's a nice angle, nice 90-degree angle. And then the pace for these reps, we're going to do 3 times 20 each leg. And the pace is just nice and controlled. So I can feel it, I'm holding it at the top. It's not too much weight, but at the same point, I can feel the soleus engaging and I can see the gastroc muscle working as well. I can feel it working. And then swap legs, so it's a continuous movement. Again, we're just checking that 90 degrees, yep, and it will feel right. If it's out here, obviously it's gonna be a different feeling. If it's out inside here, you're gonna be putting a lot of pressure on your knee. So we just want it nicely, 90 degrees, nice and comfortable. So we're putting that force through the soleus and the gastroc muscle, and we're getting stronger. Super important. So how does it look like from the front? Again, we're keeping everything aligned, and we're pushing off from the ball of the foot. And we're just working 3 times 20. It's over in 4 or 5 minutes total because it's continuous movement. The other leg is resting when you're working out the right, and you can swap really easy. All about controlled movement. If you can get these muscles strong and not have to worry about even the threat of Achilles pain, it is such a powerful weapon to have. It's a superpower, because once you do have those issues around the Achilles, until you get it fixed properly with good rehab and then prehab like this, which takes time, there's back and forth, it's frustrating, it's always there in the mind, and you don't want that with any injury. Okay, now we're gonna do exactly the same movement, but standing up. So all we want to think about is that we're standing straight and we're imagining there's a piece of string pulling us up. So hold on to something strong. Use a dumbbell for this that is light enough so that you can execute the movement correctly, and then we can gradually raise that up again to 20 kilos, and that I found is a nice sweet spot for me. What we're doing is coming up, in complete control of the movement. Feel the soleus and the gastroc engaging. They're getting stronger. We're doing good things. And again, 20 each side. Do these quick. Exactly the same. So if you're doing the left, the weight is over the left leg in your left hand. And you will usually find that there is a stronger leg. And that's exactly what we need to work on. We need to work on focusing on both legs being as strong as possible, but equal strength. Otherwise, we're going to have imbalances. And with repetitive motion like running, those are going to get found out. All about control. And literally 3 times 20 sitting calf raises, 3 times 20 standing calf raises. You need a couple of dumbbells. That's all you need. And if that's done on a consistent basis and you're hitting that, for me it's a Monday, then you will feel it feeding into the rest of your training. And that's going to be an area, certainly an area that you want to keep robust and strong so that you're not having any problems, any setbacks because of your Achilles and anything lower leg. If we keep a robust lower leg, both back and front, you're going to move forward more because there's going to be less setbacks and you can load again that volume and the intensity. Okay, remember what we're aiming for here is to make our body robust where we typically get injured as runners, and also power and performance. And that will take in a strength routine 45 minutes to 60 minutes. But if you spend that time on a weekly basis and add that consistency over the weeks, the months, and the training schedule, you will see how that feeds into the training. And once you feel it feeding into the training and you feel a little bit quicker when you hill sprints, hill repeats, interval sessions, and how that is feeding into the rest of your training, again, it's going to put you in this positive feedback loop where it's working. It's working, I'm getting better, I'm getting faster, and therefore I'm going to do it more frequently. That's exactly where you want to be. I hope that works for you, and I'll also put a link in the video, the full 3 exercises, so the extra exercise on the beginning of this, which involves usually being in a gym.